Hi guys, happy Saturday. It is day 60 of my 100 videos in 100 days. And today I've been running through topics. I was going to talk about the Kentucky Derby. I love that Always Dreaming won the race. Great name. I was going to talk a little bit about my back room and the construction and the special things that I've got to do to be preparing for that. But after dinner this evening, my dear friends, my husband and I and our daughter went out to Chester's Cajun Grill out on Transit in East Amherst. If you have not been there, you really should go. They're actually moving to Cheektowaga in June. But oh my gosh, their Cajun was amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Probably the best I've had outside of New Orleans. And if you have read any of my blogs or talked to me, you know that New Orleans is one of my favorite places to be. If I was going to live outside of Buffalo, New Orleans would be the place. Amazing. And I was inspired while there because I got to get a few bites of food while I was out to dinner. The reason being my daughter, she had made friends. It is so easy for little kids to make friends. You think about they just go up. We were sitting at the table and these two little girls, they were 5 and 2.5, came up and they started waving to my daughter. They're like, hi. And my daughter's like, hi. And they were just having a blast. Thank goodness the little girls' parents knew the owners because the entire time we were at dinner, we were at the restaurant for 2 hours. The entire time, save maybe like 10, 15 minutes, the girls were playing. And it was just so heart-wrenching and so touching. They were giving each other hugs. They were playing Ring Around the Rosie. One of the little girls was like, I tickle you. And they're tickling one another. You think about this, and I even said to the woman, their mother, I was like, you know, it's so easy for little kids to make friends. They have none of those social implications, none of those social worries that we as adults grow into and face. And she looked at me and she said, you know what? We were at a party with my friends today, and I looked around at my friends and I'm like, I feel awkward. And she's like, and these are my friends. And we look at these little girls playing with one another, opening their hearts, being pure, being themselves, tapping into what each other needs. And it's just absolutely amazing. The little girl who was about 5, she turned to me and she says, your daughter needs to go to the bathroom. And she noticed it and she could read all of the signs. And sure enough, my daughter needed to go potty. And so we all took a potty break. And it was so amazing how in tune you can be, like little kids really are with one another. And it merely got me thinking, it's like, well, why aren't we as in tune with our friends? Why do we turn a blind eye and not tap in with those people that we care deeply about, be it our friends, be it our family? Why are there times when someone walks in and you just want to say, okay, let me ignore this. I know they're having a bad day, but I don't want to get into it right now. As opposed to opening up and being like, okay, how can I support you? And being able to just go and make friends and be able to have that community. There's so many of us that feel so alone, feel isolated from our peers, feel isolated from our neighbors and our community. And part of the reason being because we don't say hi. We don't talk. Like the woman, as she was talking, she's like, yeah, there's sometimes I look around and it's like, yeah, I feel awkward with my friends. And it's just an amazing thing. And I'm sure, I know that I feel awkward with my friends. It's like, now I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks, or it's been a few months. Now, what do we have to talk about? And feeling just like out of the loop. Little kids, they don't care. They pick up right where they left off. And I really think we could learn a lot from that. My husband, he gave me a lecture and a talking to. Well, when we left the place, he's like, why did you not get a number? He's like, it would be great to have gotten a number and have play dates and have adults who are sort of like us. It would be wonderful to have that. Look at how great the kids get along. He was scolding me for doing that. And he actually had the same scolding message a few nights ago when we were at Target trying to wear our daughter down. It was about 8:30 and she had had a late afternoon nap. We never get naps with her. And so she was up later than we really wanted her to be. We knew it was going to be like 10, 11 o'clock at night if we didn't do something. So we're like, okay, we'll take you out and let's have you play in Target, walk around Target. And we met a couple who was doing the same thing. And again, our daughters were playing. And our husbands, I looked at them and as they were talking, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I felt for the other woman because we were probably in the same boat. The husbands who will chat it up and make oddball pun comments. And again, my husband, he scolded me for not asking for either of their numbers. So either of these couples, if you see this video, we'd love to have a play date. Well, my husband would, but I would too, to be honest. I love people, but it's hysterical how we as adults don't necessarily reach out and do that. And I should say, hi Retta, hi Danny, hope you guys are doing well this evening. Thank you for tuning in. But I do think that we could be so much better off. It's such a better place if we were to be able to do that. And the Don Lynn responding on the phone, that's my husband telling me, informing you that the scolding was mutual. He should be responding from his email so it doesn't look like I'm doing that and talking to myself. It's bad enough that people think that I'm a little cuckoo crazy when they hear me saying thank you to your loved ones and your guides when I'm getting messages. But anyways, as I was saying, I think we could really benefit from having those friendships, developing new friendships, even if they are passing and fleeting. It would mean a whole lot to us. And my husband, I apologize, he's distracting me. He has a light. If you're seeing me look around, he's pointing it all over the place, and I feel like the little cat. It's like, ooh, light, or what he likes to do with my daughter. So I'm sorry, squirrel moment, scolding him again, so not to do that. But guys, I do want to encourage you to watching children and perhaps behaving a little bit more like them. There's so much we can learn with them. And I think that's about it that I have for today. Again, this is day 60. Can you believe it? It doesn't feel like 60 days ago I started on this journey of 100 videos in 100 days. And I hope that you all have a wonderful, beautiful weekend. Hopefully, even with the rain that's outside, if you're here in Buffalo, that you enjoy it. And I will be talking to you all tomorrow. Perhaps not on Facebook Live, but definitely on YouTube. So talk to you then. And if you are liking what you're seeing in my videos, please subscribe on YouTube. It means the world to me. Mwah! Have a wonderful evening.